Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome to today's Bitcoin update for Saturday 18th of June, and it's an incredible weather over here the way I am. So beautiful rainy day. Now anyways guys, so at the moment we are on the daily time frame Bitcoin, and we've printed out a inverted hammer yesterday on a Friday. So the downfall view, just because of that candlestick, especially on a downtrend, can be considered something that is legit out there. Okay, it could be something that helps Bitcoin to remain in a constant position. So if you do come down today to 20,230 and take out the 20,230, that's when it's likely to fall to the downside. Otherwise, right now you're really putting a statement that Bitcoin might not be interested to really go to the downside. But nonetheless, we still have to look at the bigger things, and the bigger things, on a bigger picture, this one still looks to me like it's a bear flag. And the technical target out of the bear flag actually takes you from there to there, and we might be looking for Bitcoin to come down to nearly this price level, $15,000. Okay, so $15,000 could be the place where, who knows, Bitcoin could even bottom out from 15,000K and then go to the upside. That's something that's very, very possible. At this current situation, what I'm going to say is that we really need to see Bitcoin making a capitulation, very, very quick capitulation, and go to the downside, and then boom, move to the upside. Now, before I actually go into the main topic that I actually want to discuss about, it's going to be on the 4-hour time frame. I want to see what is going on with Bitcoin. Now, on the 4-hour time frame, you're really putting some breaks in here. So the momentum of the downfall is like it's decreasing to go to the downside. Perhaps we might start to shift to go to the upside, and finally this looking bear flag could be something that this morning star could be something that actually gets respected. But I have high doubts, and the reason why my doubts are still high is because nonetheless, this is still a sort of a bear flag, and if you look at it that way, then Bitcoin is actually meant on a near-term target, go down all the way to 19,190. Even though you have an inverted hammer on the daily, this is still kind of in play. You're still looking for Bitcoin to basically come down to that level. Now, if anyhow you end up making a double bottom, okay, let's say you do make a double bottom on a 4-hour time frame, something like this one, make this bottom and then that second bottom. This will be like Adam and Eve double bottom, and then the price starts to push to the upside. You go back here to that resistance point, right? And you're gonna find a nice doubly like this, something like that. That will be a bottoming structure. And when you bottom out like that, then the next technical target for Bitcoin, it will basically from there to there take you all the way up here to 26,565. Now, Bitcoin hasn't really retested these levels, and even if it will go there, it would make sense, but it doesn't really mean that it's gonna be a bull run. It wouldn't be the start of a bull run, but I highly doubt the highest it will still go. Maybe, perhaps, will be here to that particular neckline, and I'm going to tell you why. And the reason is very, very simple, and that's going to be like when you come up here, you're finding the blue EMA as well coming down there. Now, there's one more squeeze happening with the EMAs, and right now the EMAs are actually going to show you something. We're going to have that decision coming very, very soon, okay? You can already see we have some sort of a support going on here at this level, okay? Boom, 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 something like that. Let me zoom in here so that we can get it right there, okay? So one touch, second touch, third one, fourth one, fifth one, sixth one. That's where you're finding support, aren't you? So if you see the 10 EMA and you can see that support is coming down to make a squeeze, right? And that squeeze goes on today until 7 o'clock in the evening, based on my time. That's going to be like, from the time I'm recording the video, that's going to be almost 8 hours later. So in 8 hours, I mean the next two candlesticks on a 4-hour time frame, You can even say that it's making some sort of a descending triangle that can be popped. And when you pop that descending triangle, there's a mini target, and that mini target is going to be from there to there, because descending triangles are mostly bearish. So you still come down to 19,630, and the bear flag also takes you down there. So the squeeze is happening of the 10 EMA and the lower support down here. You can even say that it's almost a descending triangle that is being formed, and then it's going to take you to 19,000 and then slowly come up here to the 20K and then continue all the way down to maybe $15,000 to meet the technical target. Okay, now that's the 4-hour time frame. That's the near term target, smallest time frames. But yesterday I talked about the BLX, and this is absolutely not a side of beauty. That's really, really bad. Come on, internet, you can do this. I'm in the middle of a very serious. Okay, so opening up the BLX. This is something that I just want to show you, and this I talked about this one in yesterday's video. What Bitcoin really did is not something good to talk about. This was the most scariest thing that ever has happened. Now look at this on the weekly time frame as well. That's a very, very big indicator that something different for the very first time in 10 years is going to happen for Bitcoin. And so here we are, and I'm just going to zoom out of everything. Okay, so I like to follow the charts, and I like to read the charts so that we can get clear concepts. So look at this level. You have a touch here, a touch right there. Now this touch was back here in February 2011, and then you had 8 November or November of 2011. Now what was up, resistance here came into support right there. And if I do come up here, something like this, this was the another coronavirus dump, and another touch to the support right over there. Now the issue is that there was a very multi-year long time trend line, and it's a very clear loss of a trend line. And you can see that when you lost it, you went to the downside and you were trying to backtest things. Not only that, you also lost this level as well, which was right over here. You see that? So that was the level that you lost completely. So it seems to me like the downfall is still not over yet, and we can even say that you take this double top here, top to the bottom right there, and the neckline has been broken, and technically speaking, Bitcoin might be having the drop down to 13,623, and that's where we could have the bottom of Bitcoin. And 20,000 might not be the bottom, 15,000 might not be the bottom, and that's where you could actually bottom out before you don't actually start a nice big rise and another next bull run to go back up, probably to 100K and above, and $200,000 and all. Now this is actually very believable, and the way that you've actually lost this level, it doesn't seem to me like that's the end of the dump. This doesn't look like any meaningful, what do you call this? It doesn't look like any meaningful support right now. 20,000 or 19,000, even if you want to say, but we still have to go logically. 19,000 nonetheless is still going to be a support moving forward. Now this was coronavirus down back in the days. I just want to observe exactly what kind of situation we were trading in. So Bitcoin was going up like this very smoothly, making an uptrend, and then boom, start to move to the downside, and then went down, came up, went down, make some little bit of a bullish pattern. And it was only 1 week. You see, in just 1 week we had a huge red candle, and that was like a drop of nearly 40% in a week, in a span of 7 days. 40% drop. I'm expecting something like that one to happen in current situation. Who knows, we can start capitulation next week. We could start capitulation today or tomorrow. My take is we end up with a big capitulation and then go up very, very quickly. And that's how Bitcoin might bottom out completely. And that's it for this update, guys. Hope you enjoyed this detailed analysis on Bitcoin. I'm going to see you in the next one. I love this.